Hello students, here is another session of factorization. In the previous video, you have learned how to factorize by taking common. That common part was numeral, variables, multiple variables, combination of constant and variables, and even binomial. In the second video, you will learn how to factorize using the identity a square minus b square, which is equals to a minus b into a plus b. Now we are going to use this identity for factorizing an algebraic expression. So let's begin. I hope you all are ready for this. For example, say you are given an expression 4x square minus 9y square. First of all, you can see there are two terms, 4x square and 9y square. We have to check whether these two terms are perfect squares or not. Let's check. So they are 4x square is the square of 2x and 9y square is of 3y. Your a is 2x, your b is 3y. So, as per the identity, it will turn to 2x plus 3y into 2x minus 3y. This is the factorized form. Children, in the previous video only, I made you clear that factorization is the reverse process of multiplication. Means if you multiply these two brackets, you will obtain this 4x square minus 9y square. And when you are asked, when you are asked to factorize this binomial, this is the simplest form of it, using the identity a square minus b square. Let's take another question for this. Here is another question, x cube minus 16x. Children, when I taught you in the first video, I told you that each and every step of factorization you have to carry forward in the second one, as this is the one where you are using a square minus b square. It doesn't mean that here that taking common part will not work. It will work. First of all, you have to check, is there anything common between the given terms? Yes, it is common, because you can see this x at both the places. So your first task is to take x common. When you will take x common, you will obtain x square minus 16. Here you cannot make use of this identity, but after taking x common, you can make use of it. So after taking x common, this x square is the square of x and 16 is of 4, children. This common part will remain as it is. And in this, we will apply the identity a square minus b square. So, it is x plus 4 into x minus 4. So, through this question, you have seen that taking common is the first step towards any question of factorization. You have to check if there is anything in common. First, you have to take it common, and then you will apply identity a square minus b square. Another question in the sequence. Again, you can see the question a cube b square minus ab to the power 4. First step towards this is to check if you can take anything in common or not. Children, as both the variables are present in both the terms, so first we will take common. The least power of A is A and of B is B square. So we take AB square in common. We are left with A square minus B square in bracket. Now it is AB square common and A plus B into A minus B using identity. So this is how this step will work. First step, to check if there is anything in common. If it is common, you take it out. After taking out common, you use the identity A square minus B square. Now another question that I have taken, it has 4 terms. A square minus 2AB minus 1 plus B square. Now you will ask, ma'am, how to apply identity A square minus B square, and there is nothing as such in common. So children, what we need to do, first we need to collect the 3 terms to make a trinomial which provides you identity. Here, and we separate minus 1. Children, it will become, if you look at this one, this bracket carefully, A square minus 2AB plus B square, it is written actually A minus B whole square, and this one as it is. Now you can treat this one as 1 square. This entire A minus B whole square will act as A, and this one will act for you as B. Now you can see this is written A square, this is B square. So what will be there? As per identity, A minus B plus 1, which is your A plus B, and A minus B minus 1, which is your A minus B. What we have done? We could not get anything in common, so we left it. Later on, we have collected the 3 terms to make a trinomial which will give you either identity A plus B whole square or A minus B whole square. And the last term we have written at the end, towards the end. Now these 3 terms of this trinomial A square minus 2AB plus B square gives you identity A minus B whole square, and this one can be written as 1 square. Now you have got 2 terms. A minus B whole square we have considered as A square, and this 1 square we have considered it as B square. So we have got A plus B, A minus B, using the identity A square minus B square. So it is not every time necessary to have only 2 whole square terms, or after taking common directly you can apply identity A square minus B square. There may be more than 2 terms which you can collect in a group and 1 or 2 terms separate, and after that you can use identity A square minus B square. The another question I have taken for you, where I have got 1 minus x minus y whole square. Children, I will show you 2 examples back to back to make you understand why it is important to look at the question very carefully when binomial is at second place or is at the first place. You can see 2 whole square terms. This one can be written as 1 square, and this is your x minus y whole square. This you treat as A, this entire you treat as B. So it is A square minus B square. But as binomial is at the second place, so while using identity A square minus B square, you have to be very careful and you have to introduce a curly bracket. A plus B, B is your x minus y, write in bracket. When you are writing A plus B, it is not going to affect you much. But when you are going to write A minus B, it is going to affect. How? I will show you. In the first, after solving, you will get 1 plus x minus y. But in the second expression, when you have written a minus b, when you open the bracket, children, the sign of y will get changed and it will turn into plus. Because this binomial is, first of all, this is the binomial with minus sign in between. Second thing, it is written at the second place. So when you will write the term a minus b, the sign of y will get changed because of the minus outside the bracket. The same question I am writing you when your binomial is at the first place. X minus y whole square minus 1. Now you can see this is your a and this one is your b, because 1 can be written as 1 square. So you have got a and b. Now you use the identity. Even if you will not introduce curly bracket, it is not going to affect your answer, because this binomial with minus sign is written at, whether it is with minus sign or plus sign, it is not the problem, but the binomial is at the first place. So what will be the answer? X minus y plus 1 and x minus y minus 1. So you can easily use the identity a square minus b square. I hope I am clear why the placing of binomial is very important to be checked, because when we write the expression in factorized form using the identity a square minus b square, this minus sign or plus sign plays important role because of minus outside the bracket of the identity a minus b. It changes the sign of the binomial second term when you write the term a minus b. Another question, again a quadrinomial I have written. You have to group 3 terms in such a way that you can obtain an identity in the form of square, whole square you should get. So it is x whole square separated, because we can see an identity with these 3 terms. Let's take minus common. It is 1 plus y square plus 2y. Now if you look at this carefully, you will find that it is 1 square plus y square. Let's use curly bracket. And this is 2 into 1 into y. Children, what it has become? A plus b whole square. And in that, your a is 1 and b is y. So 1 plus y whole square. Again, your binomial is at the second place. When you will use identity a square minus b square, minus is going to affect it. So we use curly bracket, x plus 1 plus y, x minus 1 plus y. Now open this bracket, you will find it is x plus 1 plus y, but in the second one it is going to change the sign of y. That plus has turned into minus. I hope I have made you clear that how this placing of binomial is going to affect your answer, whether when it is placed at first place or at the second place. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe and share. And if you have any query related to it, please write it in comment box. Thank you everyone. Stay home, stay safe.